Peter Parker gaining muscle, but I don't buy any fat guy, losing fat.
A fat guy losing fat.
From a spider bite, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or like the Hulk.
What's wrong with the Hulk?
I'm saying, like, what if Bruce Banner was really fat? Does that fat...
Oh, you mean like him being shredded?
Yeah. And then he becomes shredded.
Well, it's like the General Ross thing with the mustache.
Yeah, where does the mustache go? It doesn't go away. You're recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. Keep this in then.
Sure.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of The Fantastic Fools. I am your host, Liam, and joining me is my good friend, Aiden. Say hi to the thing.
I'm more of the host than anything.
Oh, shut up.
I set everything
We're
up.
both the hosts.
Exactly.
I'm the presenter, you're the tech dude.
Excuse me?
I'm Carly and Sam, you're Freddy.
At least Freddy got laid.
Hey, both Carly and Sam got laid, I think.
Fair enough.
There you go. So, moving on. Got any news for us to talk about?
Yes. There was some test footage.
Yeah.
Of a Watchmen movie they were trying to make in 2003.
Oh yeah.
That came out today. It's pretty strange because it's
quite strange.
Well, it's like Ray Stevenson, the guy who played the Punisher in Punisher Warzone.
Yeah. He
plays Rorschach in this,
and
he's given Rorschach like a really sophisticated voice.
I am Rorschach.
Yeah, like that. He's not grungy like. Ugh.
I am the Rorschach.
Basically, that whole thing, it's just weird. It's directed by David Hytier, who, yeah, exactly. But he's a writer and he's a voice actor. He's actually the voice actor of a Solid Snake.
Ooh.
But he also writes. He wrote X-Men, Scorpion King, X2.
Ooh, nice.
He even wrote Watchmen, but I guess he was trying to make it beforehand.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's interesting. And also, another thing is Elizabeth Banks.
Oh yeah.
Miss I blame men for not watching my shit movie Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do you think it's better or worse than McGee's one?
I think it's worse. I think it's worse.
I think it's probably worse than McGee's.
She wouldn't say that if it was better.
Well, she's like, oh, it's a male-dominated genre, all the superhero stuff.
What about Wonder Woman?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Captain Marvel.
Well, that's what she said.
Black Widow.
She said because it's not a superhero movie because that's a male-dominated genre. And then everyone went, what about those? She went, oh, well, males only see those. And I'm like, you were in Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. And she was in Brightburn, so...
Isn't half of the comic book audience women anyway? So It doesn't even matter. I think even more so, it's women.
Most of them are children.
Well, yeah, but still. Still women, still. Yeah.
So she is, she's going to star in The Invisible Woman.
Okay.
Which is it's a take on the Invisible Man.
Sure, why not?
Exactly, sure. Why
it doesn't really matter. I mean, look, the worst they could do is that they could just dub over her lines with a guy and then just retitle The Invisible Man.
Yeah,
that's the worst they could do.
But there's already a movie coming out this year or next year, which actually looks pretty cool, called The Invisible Man.
Let me look.
It's an Australian movie. It's about a woman who's getting berated by an invisible man. Directed by the guy who did Upgrade, your favorite movie. You love Upgrade.
I hate Upgrade.
Fucking love Upgrade.
We'll get to...
Yeah, Upgrade's great.
I hate Upgrade.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's horrible. Horrible movie.
So, I don't...
Makes no sense.
I'd rather watch a horror movie about a guy stalking... An invisible man stalking a woman.
It does sound really interesting.
Mm-hmm. There's also, in other news...
filmed in Sydney. Well, what do you know?
Yeah, exactly. Apparently...
Oh, it comes out a few days after my birthday. Sweet.
Yeah.
Just what I want.
Apparently, a fair amount of scenes are going to be set in Arkham Asylum and
Arkham Asylum
and Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Oh, I thought you meant in The Invisible Man.
No, sorry. In this is other news. Robert Pattinson's Batman. Apparently, there's going to be a fair amount of scenes set in Arkham.
Finally, we get a proper Arkham Asylum because Arkham Asylum only appeared in Batman Begins. Did it appear in the Burton Schumacher films? Like at all?
Yeah, in the Burton one. Schumacher. Riddler goes to...
Right.
And he does the weird thing with the arm.
Yeah. Hopefully we get like an actual proper representation of Arkham.
Well, I'm assuming that's why they're casting maybe the Riddler is a part of the main story, but if he's not, he's just like a cameo.
Have they released the actual story outline of the Batman?
Have they?
No, I'm asking you.
No.
Because I'm wondering if
not really. There's one where it's just like a new telling of Batman. Yeah, there's just like a bog standard.
Because I like to see something similar to Arkham Asylum, or even the comic Arkham Asylum, where it's just set at Arkham Asylum, and it's just one long night. They can pretty much just merge Arkham Asylum and the Long Halloween.
What was that Green Arrow script? Maximum.
Yeah, there you go. Where he's in prison.
Yeah, wasn't that written by David S. Goyer?
I think it was.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Michael B. Jordan actually talked to Warner Brothers about playing Superman.
Like now?
Well, you know how there was when Henry Cavill said he was out?
Yeah.
And there was like the rumors that Michael B. Jordan was going to be the new Superman.
That'll be cool.
He did talk to them, but he said no because he said that they weren't committed to Superman. He said he could tell that they want to recast a brand new Superman while they already have one.
But they want a Superman that looks like Superman.
Well,
is that right? Or
he's just playing Clark.
No, I get that, but I'm saying, do the studio want to reboot Superman just as he looks like a basic white Superman?
I guess.
Or are they gonna or do they want to gamble on casting a black Superman?
I don't know I don't know exactly what they're probably like just gambling.
Yeah, because like we're gonna do that with Will Smith as Superman, and then that transitioned into Hancock.
Yeah,
but greatest movie of all time.
Maybe. But Michael B. Jordan said he wasn't ready because they didn't want to commit to the idea. Like they didn't want to. He said like the level of how like they cared for Superman. He wasn't confident. He wasn't confident that he'd be staying on long enough as Superman, which I get.
Just make a good Superman movie. That's all I want.
Just get J.J. Abrams or Christopher McQuarrie.
Get someone who actually likes Superman.
And that's it. That's all the news.
That's it for news?
Basically, yeah.
Wow, it seemed brief, but oh well.
So go for it.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about the View Askewniverse. And for those who don't know what that is, it's a collection of films directed, written, and edited, and starring Kevin Smith. He's a somewhat independent filmmaker who's gone on to be a big personality now.
See?
And these are 6 films? Yeah, 6 films. Yep. Now 7, and I guess 8 soon.
Oh, because Clerks 3.
Clerks 3, yeah. That are all set in the same universe, all connected by a few different things. And
mainly two god tier characters.
Yeah, 2 god tier stoner, blunt smoking characters who we'll get into a bit later. So let's talk about the first movie. The first movie is Clerks. What's the story of Clerks?
All right, I'll tell you the story and then I'll say when it came out. Basically, nice. Clerks is a story of a guy who works at a convenience store called the Quick Stop named Dante, and it's about how he has to go into work on his weekend.
Sucks.
And it's just basically the story of him working his normal shift with his friend Randall, who works at the VHS store next door.
Yeah.
And basically him having a conversation about his life, his ambitions, his girlfriends, with the story cutting every once in a while to 2 stoner guys, Jay and Silent Bob, who hang outside the Quick Stop.
That's right, man.
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob are great.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of it's just a couple of adventures they go throughout the day, whilst talking about Dante's life and how it's miserable. So
it came out in 1994. The budget was 230.
What was that?
I don't know. 200 and fucking hell. $230,000 back in 90s money.
Oh man.
And the box office was $3 million. Not exactly, but I'm not going to read the number out because I fucked up the one before.
That's pretty good.
It's $3 million.
Yeah.
It has
you can't say numbers.
Shut up! I passed math.
You passed.
I passed. The IMDb is 7.7. The Rotten Tomatoes critic review is 88%, and the audience is 89%.
IMDb, that seems a bit low.
Well, yeah, because IMDb is just anybody, literally anyone.
Pretty much, yeah. Fair enough.
So yeah.
Clerks.
What do you like about it?
It's great. I love it.
That's it. All right, we're done this week.
I don't want to jump the gun for all these movies, but I'd say Clerks is my favorite out of all these movies.
Clerks is extremely high up there.
Yeah,
I will say
it's my favorite out of all 6.
At the end of talking with each of these movies, we're gonna rank them.
Yeah.
But I would like to say that all of them I love. Like, even though we're ranking them, I'd give, like, in all honesty, I'd give Clerks like an A.
Yeah.
And that's my 4th favorite.
Fair
so
enough.
It's like they're good movies. It's just they're actually a lot of them are really good movies. It's just I don't want to diminish them by ranking them.
Me neither. I don't like ranking.
Just
movies.
Overall, that Kevin Smith does a really good job, especially with the View Askewniverse.
Yeah, whenever someone asks me about a ranking system, I just clump a few into one.
Yeah.
I think the best example I think of is the Marvel movies, the MCU.
Yeah.
I put my top 5. I put them all in the same same space.
And every once in a while, some of them are in a
yeah, in the same space. The next 10 or so, they're in the same space, and the bottom 5, they're in the same space. Yeah. And they can all interchange for all I care.
Yeah.
But it's a collection, I think.
Yeah.
Except for Back to the Future, that's my number 1.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Clerks. What do you like about Clerks?
I like it's a weird structure.
Yeah.
The way they do the title cards.
It is. Yeah. It's like kind of an episodic.
Well, to me, it's
feel.
Obviously there's 17 of them.
Yeah.
But I kind of get the vibe of like
they're like chapters.
I was thinking sins.
Ah, yeah. Wait, 17 sins.
Well, I'm saying there's obviously there's 12 sins, but
yeah.
like the way it's styled out, it's kind of like their sins,
including the names, their sins. Oh, yeah. Dante. Hell.
Number 1 is Dante.
Yeah.
And then 3 is Silent Bob, and it changes around, and then
Randall and
Yeah, Randall's number 4.
Yeah.
Yep. Syntax is 5. It just changes all around.
It's a weird structure. I'll say this. I love Randall. He's the best.
Randall is my favorite character in Clerks.
He's so fucking
One of the
good.
notes. All I just wrote.
I'm surprised he hasn't been in anything else.
The actor.
Yeah, the actor. I'm surprised he hasn't been in anything else.
Yeah.
Especially as a voice actor, because I really love his voice.
He has a really weird voice, man.
He has like a really weird, not nasally, but kind of like a, it's
like kind of higher pitch. What's your problem?
It's a higher pitched kind of voice. I really like listening.
He's like a New Jersey Michael J. Fox.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's like, well, what's your problem, dude?
Yeah, and he speaks his mind, and like he says in the movie, he's comfortable with his life, but Dante really isn't. Yeah. Even when he doesn't want to admit it.
I wrote Randall is great.
Yeah, Randall's
great.
That's
one of the quotes.
I really like Dante. I think he's an asshole, but I think that's why I like him.
Yeah, when we get to Clerks 2, I'll talk about.
He's one of the only main characters I can tell who is an asshole. Everyone calls him out of being an asshole, and then at the end, he doesn't really win. It's just, wow, I am an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess I have to really straighten up.
When we get to Clerks 2, I'll talk about why I love Randall so much.
Yeah.
Because he gets more in Clerks character development, and I wrote more about it.
Yeah. I love the monologue or whatever, at the very end. After they have the fight with each other in the store.
Clerks 2?
No, Clerks 1. After they have
they always fight with each other.
I'm talking at the very end where.
When he has the fight, and it's
after Randall tells Veronica that he was going to cheat on you.
That Dante was going to cheat. Yeah.
And
they had the fight.
They have a fight, and then Randall's like, "Man, fuck you! You blame
everyone for your problem.
You blame everyone, but you have to take responsibility for yourself. Yeah. I'm comfortable with my life. How come you're not?"
Yeah.
It's basically that.
Do you think this movie would be made today? Like, do you think this is? Let me redo that. The way it's written, there's a lot of pretty messed up jokes they have in this.
Oh yeah,
it's still funny.
It's the 90s.
It's still funny, yeah. But do you think it would get?
I don't think
there's a joke about Dante saying that he'd have sex with a vegetable. That's funny.
That's funny.
The whole Snowball, the character of Snowball,
having sex with a dead guy.
Yep, being the male perspective, being angry that she blew 37 dudes before him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he's 37.
Again, I think that just plays to Dante being an asshole.
Also, all the porn names, yes. Chicks into clits
in front of the child.
Yeah, and then he goes, "What's that one you want?"
I feel like this movie's definitely of the time. I think it holds. I think it holds up to this day.
It's a product. It's
way nice.
It's one of those weird examples where it's a product of its time,
but it's also timeless at the same time.
Yeah, there's small.
You can apply it to now,
like the VHS store that doesn't exist.
I mean, you can replace VHS store with DVDs or just a regular movie.
But
store,
what's interesting,
a Blu-ray store.
Yeah, even if it was set now and none of them pulled out a phone, I wouldn't question it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think the only thing that
this plot doesn't really need anything with a phone.
The only thing that dates it.
Oh, the payphone.
Not even that.
The quarter payphone.
In New Jersey, people still do it. I went to Brooklyn. Payphones are everywhere.
Brooklyn,
get out of here. Captain America.
Bam.
Brooklyn's cool.
I want to go to New York one day.
And New York is great. I went.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's probably my favorite place in the world.
It's one of my top places to go to.
It's really cool.
I'll go there one day. Get there.
I just feel like
I'll kill to get there.
Jeez. Me specifically?
Yes. If you're my ticket to New York, I'll take it.
Jeez, all right, calm down.
Continue. Continue.
It feels kind of weird that Like I can't see it getting through censors for some reason. Or
I think some of the stuff.
I mean, like people would boycott it. That's what I think would happen.
I don't know about boycotting.
Well, like in the same thing in Joker when people are like, don't do the Joker. It's masculinity in it.
Oh.
It's white male.
Okay, yeah. I see.
That's what I feel like. I feel like it'd get a reception like that.
Yeah, from that I see.
But this movie.
I think since the fact that it's an independent film,
no one gave a shit.
No one gave a shit, but also like it gained a cult following, and now it's released on Blu-ray, so that's pretty much the peak, I guess.
Yeah.
And I want to see it be released in cinemas and whatever. I love the fact that it's black and white.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Smith pretty much did this out of budget because he couldn't afford a color camera.
Oh, yeah.
And so he just filmed in black and white. And I think that's good. That's respect.
I really like it.
It's black and white. It gives it its own identity.
Yeah.
And I spoke this with you the other day. I kind of wish that throughout all the View Askew movies, every time they either
went back to
quick stuff, it's just black and white.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yeah, that's the place where it's black and white.
Well, yeah. I'll get to Clerks 2 and that when all that.
Yeah, even if they did a Pleasantville style where they have Dante and Randall be black and white in a colored environment.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's how Clerks 2 begins. Remember when the place is on fire? It's in black and white, but the fire's in color.
Yeah.
And the second he goes out on his phone, it turns into color.
Yeah.
I like that.
I kind of wish they
because it's kind of like he's being separated from the store.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And then at the end when it turns back into black and white, and you got the milk mom.
Yeah. We'll get to Clerks 2 at the very end. So, anything else? Oh, yeah. Things we don't like.
Actually, I have one more thing I do like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a great line. Someone is called a cock smoker.
The insults in these movies. Kevin Smith's a really good writer.
Yeah.
I'll just point that out. He's a really good writer. He writes dialogue really, really well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Clerks. Yeah, Clerks 1 has one thing I really love in movies: long one take conversation shots.
That's a lot of Kevin Smith's style.
Yeah.
It's like it's one take.
A lot of Kevin Smith stuff. A lot of Robert Zemeckis' work is like, one shot takes.
Yeah, it's like 20, 30 seconds, sometimes even a minute just to take.
Karate Kid has a lot of those. The first one.
Yeah.
It has a lot of one shot.
Karate Kid.
And it feels more like a
conversation.
Well, conversation, but also kind of feels more like a play as well because it's all one take, one.
I think sometimes that can be an issue. It can slow down a movie.
Yeah, kind of.
But if you keep it through the whole thing, it's like okay, it's fine. But if you start doing it midway through a movie, it's like you've slowed it down.
And I'm glad that they're still doing that with like Birdman and The Revenant. How they're still doing the one take shots. I love those kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about bad things?
I can't really think of anything. I guess the one big thing...
The original ending?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the original ending. I'm not a big fan of him getting shot because then what's the point? Because I want him to live with that experience and not just die. That's
kind of... Well, if they didn't make a Clerk, like any more other ones, I'd be okay if he was shot. Because him being...
They could make the animated series then.
But, they
could make Clerks the animated series where Jay and Silent Bob sell fireworks.
It has a... Oh, because it's animated.
Yeah, it's animated. They can't sell drugs.
They don't sell...
They can say fucking shit, but they can't sell drugs.
That's actually kind of funny because I feel like they would sell fireworks.
Yeah, I can see them selling fireworks. If it's like a...
Because remember they become religious?
Yeah.
They turn to Jesus?
If they had to PG Jay and Silent Bob, they'd sell fireworks.
That's actually a really interesting point.
And like stuff to kids.
That's an interesting point I never thought of.
Yeah.
They when they go to rehab and they turn to religion, it's because they've seen God. Because they know God's real.
That's true.
So that's why they turn to... That's why when they're like, the holy word of the Bible, man. Because they know God's fucking real.
That is true.
Jay was kissed by God. I never thought of that. I just thought of it then. That makes so much sense that they're religious.
That is actually pretty cool. Let's see, things I don't like. Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob they don't really do much in this one.
No, but they're still funny.
They're still funny, but they don't have that much of an impact on their students.
The only one who has Bob. Bob's the only one because he gives the thing.
He gives the thing where
lasagna.
Yeah, where it's like, hey man, there are millions of women out there, but not a lot of them give you lasagna. Most of them will just cheat on you.
I just fucking hit my hand against the table trying to move the chair. I'm trying to move the chair, but I'm trying to... Shut up! You've been watching too much Simpsons on Disney Plus.
Side note, we both got Disney Plus, and I've been watching The Simpsons.
I'm watching Hannah Montana like a real man.
I've just been binge watching The Simpsons for the past 2 weeks. It's great.
I've been watching Hannah Montana and Spider-Man. I'm still trying to move my chair. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah, Mandalorian's great. Watch it.
Here, all right. Yeah.
And then you know what? I can't think of anything else I like.
Sorry, my foot's stuck into the table.
Wow. I can't think of anything else I don't like about Clerks. I think when I first watched Clerks, I was confused, but the more I watched, the more I'm like, okay, I know what this is now, and the more and more I liked it.
I think you have Kevin Smith's book.
Oh, actually, I don't like Caitlin, the ex-girlfriend. I prefer Veronica.
I just like to say Dante's not a good guy.
Nope.
Dante's an arsehole.
Yep.
I like that.
I'm not disagreeing. Okay.
He's like
he's not satisfied with his girlfriend, who's actually great.
It's like Ash in the Evil Dead
Yeah.
series, because he starts off being like like a really scared teenager. In the second one, he like sort of mans up and he gets it, and in the third one, he's like, I'm done with this shit. And then in the show, he's an asshole, but he's right.
Pretty much.
He's never wrong, and I love that, because she's a demon. He goes, yeah, I know, I told you, but you didn't listen. Whoa, you think you're so fucking good? I'm like, good. That's a really interesting character. Like, a lot of movies don't do that anymore. They'll be like, they have the arsehole has an epiphany.
That's true.
But I like it if it's funny if the arsehole is an arsehole and he's right.
And he's right, yeah. If they're right, then that's justified. If they're an asshole for the sake of being an asshole, it's really annoying.
But if they're right, it's like,
Pretty
I
much.
can't do anything about it. It's like,
because they say the stuff that we would say.
Yeah.
But we just don't.
Yeah, it's like our self-conscious.
Stick it to the man.
Stick it to the man.
Alright, you want to move on?
Yeah.
Alright. Mallrats.
Yeah, here we go. Mallrats is my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah, there you go. Mine's Clerks, yours is Mallrats.
Mallrats is just...
It's
I don't
really
know
good.
why. I love it.
It's really good.
Mallrats
It's
came
my
out...
second favorite, by the way.
Mallrats came out in 1995. It's
a year after Clerks, which is impressive.
It's 2 hours.
Yeah.
It had a budget of 2.1 million.
They actually have color.
This is a big
They have
thing.
a color camera for once.
This is a big thing. The budget was 2.1 million. The box
What?
office was 2.1 million.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, by how much?
Just
$2 off.
No, they got but they basically only made 122,000.
Okay, that's not terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Ah, well, they can pay out of their own pocket, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of it's annoying because it's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Has a really weird reception. 7.1 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes is a 56%
Really?
critic review.
50%.
56%.
Wow, that's low.
Audience review 82%.
Oh, there you go. That's justified.
But I don't understand this.
I can see why people wouldn't like it.
Well, when in his book he talks about how he was so confused people didn't like Mallrats.
Yeah.
So that's why he wrote Chasing Amy.
I can kind of see why people don't like it.
I can see it, but at the same time I'm like, it's Mallrats.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. It's just funny.
It's its own genre.
It works.
If you don't like stoner comedies and
I never watched stoner comedy.
well, it's like if you don't like stoner comedies and you don't like, I don't know, comic book shit, then don't watch it. This is its own thing.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
But so what?
Yeah,
Screw 'em.
exactly. Yeah. One thing that's weird that I noticed only through watching Mallrats, because I watched these out of order. I noticed.
Same.
Yeah, Kevin Smith likes comics a lot.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's not really in Clerks because he sold his comic collection to make Clerks, which is sad. Oh yeah, the shit Kevin Smith went through to make Clerks, because he worked at that convenience store in Clerks, and he worked during the day and he did the film at night, which made him exhausted for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
So props to him.
Very big.
But but I think by Mallrats he got all his comics back, which is why you see a lot of them. Which is funny.
Yeah, the big highlights in this is Jason Lee.
Oh, he's great. Love Brody.
Brody Bruce is the greatest View Askewniverse. It's Jason Lee's best character in the View Askewniverse, and I think it's the best character in the whole universe entirely. I think Brody is better than Jay and Silent Bob. I love Brody.
Kevin Smith's deuterogonous niche?
Yeah.
The regular, I guess, main character.
The average Joe.
The average Joe and the rude fuck up.
Yeah.
Is that just his thing? I guess.
It's probably like a combination. It's probably like his him writing him. Well,
it's in all of them. It's in all of them. So.
Yeah. It's even in Dogma, Loki.
Yeah, it's in Dogma.
It's in all of them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's his niche.
I think it's a good dynamic.
And a bunch of hot women too. So.
Yeah, it's a good dynamic to work with.
Who was the hottest View Askewniverse woman?
That is objectifying women, and I will not.
Come on.
Answer that.
Come on.
Rosanna Dawson.
Come on.
Rosanna Dawson.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson. She's the best.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she is.
She's in so much. She's in a lot of good shit.
Defenders, the whole universe of Defenders.
Zombieland 2, she's in that.
Men in Black 2.
She's Batgirl in
Batgirl and
Lego Batman.
Yeah.
She's in Sin City.
Oh gosh, she's been in so much stuff.
She's cool.
She's great. Yeah, she's really great. She speaks Klingon.
Awesome.
She does. I didn't know that. She's a huge Star Trek fan, and
cool.
she speaks Klingon. I think she speaks it fluently.
Probably.
Which is great.
Yeah. So Jason Lee, Michael Rooker, and Jason.
Oh, Michael Rooker. Yeah.
Jason. How do you pronounce his last name again?
Jason Biggs. Wait.
No.
Sorry.
Jay.
Oh, Jason Mewes.
Mewes, yeah. All of them are amazing in this.
This is the Mallrats is the best Jane Silent Bob.
Oh yeah, it's peak Jane Silent Bob.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree. Because they do more stuff. They contribute to the plot.
Yeah.
They're way funnier. They actually have funny stuff to do.
Yeah. What I like.
You quote Mallrats every single day for some reason.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
How?
You quote one the song, Jane Silent Bob singing Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, and you quote
motherfuck, motherfuck. I love it.
And you quote the Jedi quote as well.
Knock it off.
Yeah, you quote that as well. Yeah.
Dumbass. No, what does he call him? He says, I think he calls him shithead.
Shithead, yeah.
Shithead watched Empire and Return last week, and now he thinks he can levitate shit with his mind. Knock it off.
The Force is strong with this one. Dude, don't encourage him.
But
yeah, I really like Mallrats. It's really fun.
It has so many great quotes.
It's just a fun movie.
Yeah. It has.
That's all I care about.
It has the best, I think, comic book talk.
Oh yes, because Stan Lee's in it.
Well, no, I mean, isn't like just in general. Like
talk about the sex stuff.
Well, just in general, yeah, stuff about like the things junk can Lois hold Superman. Like that's what I talk about.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what we talk about on a daily basis.
So like it's better in comparison to like something like The Big Bang Theory, where they just go Bazinga Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's like it's so sad.
I wish they did that more and more now.
What? More comic book.
More comic book nerd talk.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Kick-Ass does a pretty good job at it, but it's nowhere near the level of like Brody talking to TJ
or Dante talking to Randall.
Sorry, not TJ, TS.
Yeah, TS. Yeah, TS Quint.
Yeah. For some reason I really like Brody being an asshole.
He's an asshole, and to his girlfriend / ex-girlfriend, but his girlfriend loves him. Yeah, but his girlfriend loves him anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that whole scene when they're on the stage podium. Did we talk about the story of Mallrats?
No, let's do it.
Okay, so the story of Mallrats is that there are these two guys, TS and Brody. They both got dumped by their girlfriends. So what do? They go to this really big mall, which I guess is they're pretty much their kingdom.
Yeah.
And they just do stuff around. They try to get both the girlfriends back with the help of Jane Silent Bob against Michael Rooker, who's the main villain, who's the dad of TS's girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck is the new boyfriend of Brody's girlfriend. Ben Affleck in one of his first appearances.
Pre-Oscar
Ben Affleck, which is funny.
Pre-drug Ben Affleck.
He's so big.
What?
Ben Affleck.
Oh, he's 6'4".
Yeah, he's so tall.
It's even more scarier now because he still has some of the Batman muscle.
Yes.
So he's like, what's up?
Oh man.
You didn't know this about Mallrats. They had 2 different openings.
Yeah, I didn't know about this.
Yeah. So in the extended one, that's the one that I first watched.
Yeah.
It's at the governor's ball that Michael Rooker's set up, and TS and his girlfriend are making out, and TS's girlfriend's head gets caught in his musket.
Yeah.
And so he tries to get it out, and he accidentally fires it, but he fires it almost at the governor. And the governor's security then starts shooting at him, and it becomes a whole fiasco thing. And that's why TS's girlfriend's dad says you can't see him anymore because he screwed this all up. He's an idiot, and that's how it starts. But in
the regular version,
it starts with Brody talking about his cousin shoving the cats up his ass to get the gerbil out.
Yeah,
and how TS like indirectly made a girl die because he called her fat. He said he added 10 pounds.
Pretty much.
So she did laps and she died.
I prefer that over the governor thing because the governor thing doesn't make any sense.
It's really elaborate.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
I also the beginning of being like, well, how else am I supposed to get the gerbil out? That's such a great line.
And he brings it back in. Does he bring it back at the podium?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that stage podium scene, just in general.
The bit
how he talks about the masturbating one in the plane. Yes.
And then they're just like, well, did he come? There's some questions you just don't ask, right? It's just, I just love it.
Studio number 2, what comic book character would you be? Oh, that's a question. Well,
that's a really good question.
You got to consider strength, intelligence, stamina, and whatever. Oh, wait, comics? What's that?
What? Oh yeah. How's your comic book collection, Brody? It's good. I mean, comics? What? No. Where would you propose to me? When Jaws come up? Ow.
I feel like Mallrats is the movie. I think it's like the flip side of Clerks.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, because it's pretty much, I guess, about the same kind of thing. more or less.
Guy dealing with girl
problems. Hang out with his best friend.
I think that's why these movies are so...
But Clerks is, he gets dumped and he has to live with that, but Mallrats is, he gets her back.
I think that's why so many of these movies are so applicable, because it's just about relationship.
Yeah.
And it's always love and friendship.
Pretty much, yeah.
One of those. And it's such a good thing to write about, because it's like, you know...
Yeah, what else do you like? Stan Lee's great.
It's my favorite Stan Lee cameo.
Well, it's not even like cameo, it's just he appears.
But
he is a character.
I prefer that moment than any MCU moment. In any Marvel movie, any cameo, this is my favorite.
To be fair, in Marvel, he only appears for like 2 seconds.
No, but I just mean... Also, the whole idea about like him saying all the like the Marvel characters are lies, like saying,
he wrote him for the girl,
yeah, that's dumb.
That's a lie, yeah.
But it's a nice sentiment. I get the idea that it's supposed to be like to help Brody.
Yeah,
I just like that whole entire bit. This movie is one of Kevin Smith's most visually interesting one. He directs.
How so?
He changes up the style constantly when directing.
So, that is true.
So the majority of the time, it's like just
Clerks
regular. It's regular steady, and then like in certain bits,
Clerks is a lot of still cam.
And then in like certain bits, there's like the way he does all the Silent Bob stuff, like him trying to get the hook, like that's all really well done. When he fights, when Brody gets beat up, that's all handheld. It all just he changes it up, which I really like.
In Clerks, it's mostly all handheld and tripod.
Because
he didn't have a budget.
Yeah, and
in Mallrats, there's more like dolly shots.
Yeah, it's really elaborate. It's really well done.
In Chasing Amy, it's filmed more like a drama.
Yeah.
If you really look at it.
Yeah.
Dogma, it's more of a comedy road trip. And Jay and Silent Bob, it's a road trip.
Yeah, that's filmed in that has letterbox Dogma.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. I like how small the story is.
Yeah, it's just a simple story. Again, like Clerks.
Self-contained.
Like Clerks, it's all in one day.
Like, it's self-contained, but at the same time it's not, because it's Jay and Silent Bob.
Pretty much,
and they're the prophets. I love the Michael Keaton reference. The plane story masturbating.
What was the Michael Keaton reference?
The
Batman. Okay.
Here are some lines that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
The Sperminator. That's from Brody.
Yeah.
Also, you're both retarded for each other.
Oh yeah, and bloody Alyssa's in it.
Alyssa Flockhart?
No. Alyssa from Chasing Amy. What's her name? I can't remember her name for the life of me.
Marianne. Whatever.
Yeah, hang on, I'm looking it up. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, she was nominated for a Golden Globe.
Yeah,
she's Amy, right?
She's Alyssa in Chasing Amy.
Oh, sorry, Alyssa, Amy.
Yeah.
She was really good in that. Everyone I loved
because she was dating Kevin Smith at the time, so that's why she was in them.
Yeah. What are some things you don't like about?
Just let me think. I think some of the comic book stuff is a bit much sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it's a good and bad thing sometimes. Like I think the sex origin stuff is really good. I do like that most of the time. I feel. Let me think. What else?
I think the biggest thing is this movie's. I think it's just too long. I think it's just a little too.
I don't think it's too long.
I think if they shaved like 20 or 30 minutes, because it's a 2 hour and 3 minute movie. If they shaved like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Some stuff you could definitely count. Like the guy, like the sailboat guy. I wouldn't miss that.
The sailboat guy.
I wouldn't miss that.
You dumb bastard.
The Easter Bunny one you can cut out. Where Jay and Silent Bob beat up the Easter Bunny.
I love that bit. It's like, who did that? The Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny beat this dude up, and they just go over and they just hold him and just. Jay lays into him.
I think, like you said about Clerks, of how it'd be a bit censored if it was made today. They have a statutory rape joke near the end with a 15-year-old girl.
There's a 15-year-old girl who's making a sex book.
Yeah, I mean, she gets consent and whatever.
There's also a prison rape joke at the end.
There is. Yeah,
when he goes to jail.
Yeah. I think I prefer Clerks over Mallrats because I feel like Clerks is a more personal story.
It is.
And I think it's more like Mallrats is definitely a happy ending kind of story, and I don't mind that. But I much prefer Clerks, where it's just he made a mistake. He's learned his lesson, but he has to live with it.
I think
he doesn't get anything good in return. He just has to live with it.
I think the reason I like Mallrats so much is just because Jason Lee is so good at playing Brody.
Yeah,
Brody's just the perfect Kevin Smith character for me.
That's true. You prefer Brody, I prefer Randall.
Because he's the biggest asshole. He stays an asshole, and just the shit he says, like Sperminator.
Yeah.
Also, when he's fighting those guys at the line, just because I read comic books doesn't mean you don't think I can start shit. when he's trying to fight them all.
Joey Lauren Adams, that's her name.
Joey Lauren Adams.
Yeah, that's her name.
Jason Lee, He's another thing.
Oh yeah,
that
she was in Biodome.
I forget. He's another thing that's in all these movies.
Christ, I hate Biodome.
Jason Lee's in all of them, and so is Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is he in Dogma?
Yeah. He's Azrael. He's the demon Azrael.
Oh yeah.
He has the horns. He's the one who's setting the whole thing up.
Wait, he wasn't in Clerks.
You're right. He wasn't in Clerks.
Or Clerks.
He was
2.
in Majority. He was in Clerks too.
Yes.
He's the guy. He's the guy who.
When did he appear?
He shows up, and he's a guy that Randall and Dante went to high school with, who sold his internet company. He has the sunglasses that he goes.
Yeah.
And
That douchebag.
And he walks out, and James Silent Bob eating his burger, and he goes, he's like, dude, I think this tastes like flies and piss. And just Bob's like,
oh yeah, the hand ass thing always creeps me out. I never liked that, honestly. It always creeped me out. Hand ass, and he rubs on his face. I'm like, I can't deal with that.
Oh, it's so good.
I can't deal with that.
It's so good.
Ugh. Anyway, do you want to move on to Chasing Amy?
Okay, so that's all. Sure, Chasing Amy is. Oh yeah,
it's the next one.
Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you said the story for Morat, so I have to say.
Yeah,
Chasing Amy
go back and forth. Yeah.
Chasing Amy is a story about two friends who write a comic book together.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck. Holden is the comic book writer and artist, and his friend Jason Lee's character, I forgot what his name was.
I don't remember. He's the tracer.
He's the inkist.
Banky. That's his name.
Banky. He's the ink.
The ink artist. Yeah.
Basically, they meet another writer who Ben Affleck is really attracted to, and it turns out Alyssa, and it turns out that she's lesbian.
Mm.
So then Ben Affleck woos her, and it's a whole thing about their relationship, her being a lesbian, and him trying to adjust as well with his friend. What's
Banky.
Banky trying to get his friend back as well in the whole situation. I think it's.
I really like Chasing Amy for the most part.
I watched the first time I watched Chasing Amy, I was like, wow, it's really really good.
Mm.
And then the second time I watched it, I didn't like it as much.
How come?
I don't know. And then I watched it a third time and I liked it again.
Oh,
but I still remember that I didn't like it the second time. So I'm
Why
like,
do you think you didn't
kind of
like
wavered.
it?
I don't know.
There's one thing
I think maybe the idea of knowing that she's not a lesbian and that the whole thing about their relationship, like I knew straight away.
Well,
so
she's bi.
Yeah, but I mean,
bi-ish.
his whole thing about being like, I thought I was like
it's a 90-10 ratio, women and men for her.
It's a good movie though.
Yeah.
The budget, this is actually quite impressive. The budget it was made for the same amount as Clerks was.
Really, 230,000.
20,000 more than Clerks, which is still
250,000.
Yeah, which is still pretty good, and it made 12 million.
God.
So he made his money back.
And yet they afforded
tenfold.
it. And yet they afforded a color camera.
Yep. It has an IMDb rating of 7.1. Rotten Tomatoes is 87 for critics, and audience is 83.
Justified.
Yeah. This is weird because this came out the same year Ben Affleck and Matt Damon did Good Will Hunting. So this is like
another dramatic.
This
role.
is just before Oscar winning.
So just before he got big.
Yeah, just before he won his Oscar.
Yeah. Kevin Smith would have been happy about that.
Yeah. Chasing Amy's different from all of them.
I think the story is really good.
Yeah.
I think when I first watched Chasing Amy, I was afraid because I knew what it was about going in. I was afraid they were gonna like if they made her straight by the end, I would have gone off this movie completely. But they don't. They don't make her straight. They make her. She's still a lesbian, but she only likes him. Yeah. That's pretty much what she is.
I think what really cheapens.
She's a lesbian to a point.
I think what really cheapens the movie is how Holden and they all come back in like another one. They all appear in other ones.
What do you mean?
Like, cause Holden.
Oh, like in Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, cause Holden's in it, and so is what's her name again? What's the
Alyssa?
Alyssa. She's in it as well.
Yeah. And
it just kind of makes it. I'm like, okay. It doesn't make it as like
just builds
because
the
ending is so it ends on like such a bittersweet note that they still sort of love each other, but they're like, oh well. And then in the movie, Holden's just like, oh yeah, here's the internet by the way, and it's like, well, that's
why I don't like Jane. We'll get to it.
Yeah, it's just kind of it just makes it cheap that it's not as meaningful. I understand Jason Lee being in it because he sold the rights to Blunt and Chronic.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Also, Jason Lee's not as involved, or as like he's not as big. This is
probably my least favorite Jason Lee performance of them all.
Yeah.
When I first and continue to watch Chasing Amy
with his monobrow.
Actually, we'll get to the stuff that we like.
Actually,
we'll get to the stuff that we like.
He's
right
Brody.
Now.
He's a lesser Brody. He still wants to fight.
He's still an asshole, but he's more compassionate than Brody, I guess.
He still wants to fight people.
I like Ben Affleck and Joey are really good.
Yep.
They're really great actors.
Yeah, I think it's a really good story. It's very straightforward.
It's for the 90s. It's a really relevant homosexual story.
Yeah, it's an LGBT movie.
It's an LGBT movie in the 90s, no less.
Yep.
And what's that guy's name? The black comic guy. What's his name?
Oh, the one who pretends to be in the Black Panther.
Yeah, yeah. So there's this character. Let me look it up. Hooper X.
Hooper X.
That's his
like
name.
Malcolm X.
Like Malcolm X. Yeah.
Hooper X.
So there's this guy named Hooper.
Do you think that was originally for Chris Rock? So that's why Chris Rock said no, and then that's why he's in all the other ones?
Maybe. I don't know.
It makes sense.
It does make sense. I like this guy as Hooper. I think he's really good.
Hooper's also in Jay and Silent Bob.
There you go. Well, pretty much Hooper is he's a comic writer, and he's a flamboyant gay black man, but he pretends to be straight and a really hardcore white hating guy.
Black Panther.
In order to sell his comic. I think that's really interesting. Even like that scene where he's talking to Holden, and there's that kid, and he's like, "Hey,
white man's the devil."
He's the devil.
And they walk
respect.
And he's like, "All right."
And he's like, "I got to keep that up. It's annoying."
Yeah.
But I think that's really funny.
I think it's an interesting.
And he brings up the famous point of how the society likes lesbians, but they don't like gay men.
Yeah.
Which I think is still prevalent today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as much as it was in the 90s, but I think that's still the case.
It's not as much as it was in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, or like
Greenwich Village.
Or like guys like lesbians, but girls like gay men. It's that whole cross section thing.
Cross section of humanity.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Just like everyone. That's all I say.
Wow. To each his own. Different strokes for different folks.
Whoa. Trying to think what else I like.
I mean, there are some things that I don't like.
I like both of the arguments that they have. Like the one where they're in the rain. And she's like, "I'm gay. This is who I am."
Oh, after the hockey game.
After the hockey game as well. That's a really good one as well.
That's the one I remember the most.
Yeah,
I really like that.
Where she's like, "It's my past. I deal with that."
Got spit roasted.
Look, it's my past. If you want to know, just ask. All right, don't pry it out of me in public, no less. All right, don't be an asshole.
Oh yeah, she yells at the hockey game.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith, hockey. All the movies, hockey.
And he has his famous jersey as well.
Yeah.
All the time. One thing that's weird about Holden, he has kind of the same problem that Dante has, but to a more
he blames
extreme
everyone
degree.
else for his own problems.
Well, not just that. It's touched on briefly that Dante was kind of intimidated and also didn't like the fact that his girlfriend sucked 37 guys' dicks.
Him being number 37.
Yeah, him being number 37. He felt kind of intimidated by that.
Random put it in perspective. What did he say?
Yeah.
He says.
At least you won number 36.
He goes, I just love it. At least it wasn't number 38. Really? That's it? Well, yeah. He goes, just turns so random.
But yeah, Holden kind of has the same thing where he believes that he is the only guy.
He's the right.
That he was the right guy, and the only guy that was for her. But it turned out that she was very much experimental in high school and did a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Which
I can see as intimidating, but also at the same time, who cares?
Yeah.
Because that's her past, and she wants to rectify it, or
it's an interesting perspective on it.
Yeah.
I think what's really helpful is that Kevin Smith wrote this.
Yeah.
As a response to people not liking Mallrats.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because he was like, I can still write
good. I can still write dramas.
I think
much.
this is. I wouldn't consider this a comedy. Although it's
Jay
funny.
and Bob only appear for like 10 minutes.
It is. There are bits in it that are funny, but I'd consider it more a romantic drama. Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob, the Chasing Amy story.
Yeah, that's a really good story. That's a really good monologue Kevin Smith had.
I forgot which movie it's in, but I love when Jay says to Bob, like, he says to Bob, he goes, say something, and Bob doesn't say anything. He goes, oh, so you talk about the Chasing Amy story every like 3 seconds, but you won't say fucking shit.
I think that's in Jay and Silent Bob.
I think it is in Jay. Oh yeah, that's what he says. Just tell me, and he says, the car.
Yeah.
The car says monkey handling Hollywood. You fucking idiot. And I'm like, it's like.
It's weird that that's the title of the movie, Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy.
Because that's where it comes from, that story.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
I guess, but anyway.
Well, it's kind of like someone saying, we're in a dream. It's some sort of like Inception. And they turn to the camera and wink. Oh no, we'll get to Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about stuff that we don't like. Do you want to go or?
I think the bit that kind of falls is like the middle.
Okay.
Like,
Matt Damon was in this.
What?
Briefly, he was.
Oh yeah.
Just
towards the end, just to the point where I don't know. It's hard to explain.
What?
I don't know. I think maybe it's just a pacing issue I have.
Whereabouts?
Just like after the point where
they become a couple.
No, where Ben Affleck, where Holden says to Jason Lee, "We all have to bang."
Oh, the three-way proposition.
Yeah, basically, like after that, the third act, it kind of slows down. Like they break up, and he's upset, and he moves on, and it's all that stuff, and it's all.
It slows down for like 10 minutes, and then it ends.
and then it ends.
And I can see what you mean.
Which I get, because it's like it's hard to make any movie, especially for something like this, which obviously is is very emotional. You have to make it like, if you don't write it correctly, people are gonna laugh at you.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, that's basically the only complaint I could really have, conceptually.
The one big complaint I have with this is just Jason Lee's character as a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, because
he's like a discount Brody.
Well, yeah, well, that, and here's the thing about that. When I first watched it, I was confused, and then the more I watched it, I'm like, okay, I can see where they're going for, but it didn't really work. Was that throughout this movie, he's homophobic. He's homophobic, but at the same time, near the beginning of the movie, where they find out that Alyssa's a lesbian, he has a great time with her. Like, they get into a they get into a huge discussion /
about the awkward sex stories.
The awkward sex
stories. She said she scratched her knee in the car.
And they have a great time.
I think that's just supposed to be an evidence of that. Like, he doesn't. It's not that she's gay. It's that she's hanging out. She's dating Holden, and he's not happy about that. But he's using her being gay as an excuse.
I get that.
Because remember he has that freak out where he talks. So I got a scenario for you. There's a 4-way street. There's a pile of candy in the middle. You got Santa, the Easter Bunny,
blah blah blah. Yeah,
and a dyke. Yeah. Who do you think's gonna get there first? No.
Holden says
he says a good dyke or something.
It says that weird. It's weird that Holden says the dyke. And not the lipstick lesbian or whatever.
It's pretty aggressive.
It is really aggressive. I know his personality throughout the whole movie is really weird. And again with the whole homophobic thing, I'm like, but they had a good
Jason
time.
Lee kisses him? Oh my gosh.
No, Holden kisses him.
I have this. Okay, I don't know if I should bring this up because this might just extend this bit.
I'll
talk about it. No, I'll just talk about it.
Going on from.
No, I'll just talk about it.
Go on. Yeah.
When this came out, Ben Affleck said one of the hardest things for him being an actor was kissing another man, which I conceptually get. He was 22 when he said this, which if you're not a homosexual, I get that.
Yeah. In the 90s.
But this is the thing. Mm-hmm. So he said that.
Hard about being an actor.
He said that way, way, way in the 90s.
Yeah.
Decades later, some actress, I think it's someone from Westworld. Yeah, she brought it up again.
It's the James Gunn thing all over again.
No. She brought it up and she went, oh, why did you act being raped?
What?
Because in a TV show she was in, she acted like she was being raped. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not the same thing.
Yeah,
you were literally saying do you know what? I'm better at pretending to be sexually assaulted.
But kissing a man isn't sexually assaulting.
Well, that's the thing. She brought it out of nowhere. She just said, oh, we'll act like pretending to be raped. And then Kevin Smith went, he came to Ben Affleck's defense and was like, he said it in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
He was 22. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you bringing this up years later?
Yeah, kissing another man kissing another man on camera and pretending to be sexually assaulted are two different things.
But she was just saying, I can act better being sexually assaulted. What?
Yeah.
The whole thing is.
That is really weird.
But why would you care?
I don't know.
That's the bit that I don't get. She cared.
What if Ben Affleck can act like he was sexually assaulted?
Here, Ben Affleck considers himself a serious actor after gay kiss. When in an interview back in 1997, this is it. Yeah. Evan Rachel Woods from Westworld.
Yeah.
She said, I have to try and find it. Ben Affleck said, a man kissing another man is the greatest acting challenge an actor can ever face. I guess it's kind of arrogant, but at the same time,
I see what he means.
If he's a straight man, here's her response: try getting raped in a scene. Also, grow up, Ben.
Wow.
Came out in 1997.
Look, I see.
Why are you giving a shit?
I see where he's kind of coming from, because look,
she tweeted that July 18th, 2017.
Wow, that's recent.
So literally 20 years.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Exactly.
Ben Affleck is too busy cheating on his wife, gambling, doing coke, and being an amazing Oscar writing actor, performer, and director.
Yeah.
I know all that's kind of messed up,
But
but I love Ben Affleck. I genuinely love Ben Affleck, even though he's not the nicest person and he has an issues with drugs.
I understand where he was coming from when he said that, because it was the 90s. He's 22. He doesn't want the public. He doesn't want the public to perceive him as gay, I guess. And then, again, he was naive, so I guess that was in his mindset. I see where he's coming from.
Also, it's an LGBT movie.
And it's an LGBT movie, so it
fits.
Works. It fits, yeah.
Why did she care?
I don't know. Anyway,
and she wasn't fired for any of that.
No, well, yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to mention that.
Jason Lee's
me off.
But yeah, Jason Lee's character is not great.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think of what else is not great.
That's really all I can think. It's just maybe
I wish this movie was longer.
Yeah, it's only an hour and 53.
And this movie's different from Clerks and Moritz in the fact that it takes place in the span of months or years as well.
Yeah. It's like almost
which is different
because it jumps forward.
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to move on to Dogma?
Dogma's the next one.
Okay.
You don't like Dogma. You like it?
I'll get to the story. So Dogma is basically about. This is a complete departure from Clerks, Moritz, and Chasing Amy in the fact that it's about angels, God, Jesus, apostles, religion, and all that good stuff.
And a shit monster, shit demon.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's about these two archangels, Loki and
Ben Affleck.
That's
his name.
Wait, isn't Ben Affleck? Oh no, Matt Damon's Loki.
Matt Damon's Loki.
So Matt Damon and Ben Affleck,
yep.
They're banished
I'll look his name up.
They're banished angels on Earth, and they're trying to get back into heaven. But in doing so, they're going to destroy the world. Is that right?
Yes. It's because they prove God wrong.
Yeah.
So then everything withfolds and it crashes on itself.
Pretty much, yeah. And so Alan Rickman, who's an angel agent of God, he goes to the woman from Men in Black 1.
Bartleby. That's it.
Barnaby.
Bartleby is.
He goes to the woman from Men in Black 1, Linda Fiorentino. That's me. Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you?
That's my laptop. Linda Fiorentino. Bethany. That's her name. Bethany in the movie. Bethany. They go to Bethany because she is a descendant of Jesus Christ. Yeah, she's a.
Well, that's a spoiler.
Yeah, she's a.
She's the scion, and she needs the help from Jay and Silent Bob, who are the prophets.
Who are the prophets? Who prophesied
to stop the angels going into the church to get back in heaven
with the help of Chris Rock,
who's the apostle, and Selma Hayek.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
I like it.
I
love Dogma.
It's fine.
I really like it because it's so different. It just departs entirely.
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck and Matt Damon do a really good job playing the
Archangels. They are
pretty
great in this movie.
Dude, it's really weird to think there's a Kevin Smith movie, a View Askew movie, yeah, where there's a massacre.
That is true. There is a massacre.
Because there's like Red State, Task, like all those are different from Kevin Smith, but he just fucking murders.
That is true.
And it's really messed up. That's what I like about it. It's just really, it's really different. That's what I like. Also, Jay and Silent Bob are really good in it.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, I like him.
Jay and Silent Bob, they fight a lot of people.
Well, they know karate or something, right?
Yeah. They beat up a bunch of kids. I love that line when they save her from getting killed by the 3 kids who are possessed, the hockey kids. Jay goes, we're
here to save the day, man.
Jay goes, we beat those fuckers up. They might have been kids, but whatever. It came in there. Whoa. It's like, if it wasn't for me, you and Silent Bob would be messed up. And Silent Bob looks at him like, what?
Bro.
George Carlin as the priest in it's really good. I love George Carlin. I like him playing a priest because if you heard anything about his stand-up about religion, pretty intense. Buddy Christ. I like Buddy Christ. That's a name we've been kicking around.
The birth of the meme.
Yep. I really like the idea of these two like the angels being stuck.
And they're trying to get their way back in the heaven.
I think my biggest issue with this. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot of good in Dogma. I think the style of story, some of the jokes are really funny. All the performances are good.
Yeah.
I think my biggest issue with it is the way it's structured. Because it goes from Jay and Silent Bob with Kevin Rock and the Scion when Selma Hayek trying to get to New Jersey, and it's funny and it's kind of, and then it goes back to Matt Damon and Ben Affleck as the demons, and it's really serious.
Yeah, okay.
And it's literally murder and like judgment. Like there's a bit in the bit when they start arguing, like when they're arguing in the parking garage. And Matt Damon's like, dude, I don't think we should go through this. And Ben Affleck is yelling in his face and saying, we can finally leave. I'm like, this is really weird.
Get you back to heaven.
I'm like, this is really weird. This is actually like written seriously and acted like a proper movie. And I'm like, and then it cuts to Jay and Silent Bob going, dude, check out the Snoochie, like fucking
Snoochie Boochies.
It's just Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Chris Rock going, cause I'm black. Yeah. So you know, I love Chris Rock.
I think I'll say what I like. What I like in this movie, I do like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. They're really good.
Yep.
This is my it's a good Jay and Silent Bob appearance. Yep. It's probably my second least favorite, I guess.
Well, I'll put it this way.
In default.
Jay meets God.
That is true. Yeah, Jay does meet God. That is nice. And God's a woman.
Yeah, and she doesn't speak, and she's an
She doesn't
idiot.
speak because Alan Rickman's the voice of God.
One of my favorite bits in that is they're talking about it, and she goes, "Is that her?" Yeah, and she's doing a handstand on the tree, and she fucks it up. She just falls over, and she just like gets herself back up and just like she's an idiot.
Is nice. And some jokes are funny, but I think I think the one thing that I kind of don't like about this movie is that it's just really forgettable for me. I've seen it probably twice, including last week.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a lot of it. And also, I'm not a big fan of road trip movies in general.
I like this movie a lot.
Yeah, we'll get to Jay and Silent Bob.
There are some good lines in it. One of my favorite.
I don't remember any.
He's just like.
Also, it's not funny as well.
I find it funny.
I don't know. It's not that funny.
Again, I think it's that issue of the structure of having it being really serious and then really funny, and then it draws back from it being as funny.
Probably, but I think it just goes from. I think it's a bit too slapsticky. Which is a big problem in the next movie.
There's a really funny part in the movie in Dogma where he's like, men just don't fall out the sky, and Chris Rock falls out and he goes, giant titted naked women don't just fall out of the sky.
That's like a Family Guy joke.
I know, but it's funny.
Yeah.
But
it's not that funny in my opinion.
The budget was $10 million.
Wow.
It made
It went in all the wings.
It made $31 million back.
Christ.
So it actually made like $21 million back. Which is pretty good. IMDb rating of 7.3.
Ironically, the things I don't like with this movie is not the religious stuff. I find that funny. I find all the religious jokes and whatever, and all the story about religion and the changes. I find that funny.
I really like some of the changes.
Yeah, I like the changes as well, and I don't find it blasphemy or offensive or whatever.
I do like the beginning though. He's like God created platypuses. Yeah. Again, we're sorry to the Platypus Association. I'm just
that is good. Yeah, but I think that's why a lot of people don't really like this movie. Or at least initially they didn't really like this movie because I guess it's blasphemous.
I don't care. I love it.
I view this movie the way I view a lot of other movies where they're just in their own universe. Yeah. Do whatever you want. Yeah. You can change whatever.
It has a Rotten Tomatoes critics review of 67%.
Yeah.
Audience of 85%.
Wow.
I like this movie a lot.
I put around the 60s or 70s.
I like this movie a lot.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be
here we go. Some religious group, in particular the activist Catholic League,
oh my gosh,
this movie as blasphemous.
Oh my god, that reminds me. Yeah. Kevin Smith once went to the rally.
Yes. He went in secret.
Yeah, he went in secret, and they're like, "What are you here for?" He's like,
Dogma.
This movie's really bad. It's blasphemy." And he's holding a sign, and they're like, "Are you Kevin Smith?" No. Who's that? I'm like,
yeah, that's good. I like that. That's good. I like that.
It's good on him. I completely forgot that video existed. That's great. Who? All right, we should probably go on to the next.
Roger Ebert noted that no official objection came from the Catholic Church itself. We are actually free in this country to disagree about religion. Blah blah blah. Yeah. And blasphemy is not a crime.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Amen.
Yeah. Yes.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother.
We should probably move into the next one.
Okay, let's move on to my least favorite
Jay and Silent Bob
View Askewniverse movie, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I'll say it flat out now, I don't like this movie at all.
All right.
I do not like it.
All right, let me just...
Oh, it's my turn to talk this.
No,
it's your turn.
No, it is your turn. No,
it's your turn. I spoke about Dogma.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I'll just quickly say that Jay and Silent Bob came out in 2001. The budget of it was $22 million.
Jesus, why?
The box office was $33 million. Huh. So it made like $11 million. It made
some money back.
The IMDb rating is 6.8. Critics review on Rotten Tomatoes is 52% and 75% of audience.
That's too high.
I'm okay with this movie.
I don't.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't hate it too much. It's just fine.
I like a few jokes.
Yeah. I don't get.
What do I like? I'm gonna look.
I don't get the fart jokes. There's so many.
I don't
fart
get like
jokes.
I don't get the fart jokes, and I don't get the gay jokes.
I do like the baboon, the monkey.
The orangutan.
Yeah,
he's alright.
He's a part of it. I just like some of this movie is funny. Basically, the story of this movie is after Jay and Silent Bob were being paid the likenesses to Bluntman and Chronic,
and after they got a restraining order from Quick Stop,
it gets turned into a movie, and so they try to hitchhike to Hollywood to talk to what's his name again?
Brody.
No, not Brody.
No, Banky.
They try to talk to Banky in Hollywood about giving them the money for the movie that has their likeness in it, and in it they get caught up in a heist with a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say what I do like with this movie. I like all the Easter eggs and connections to the previous movies, because this is the one that connects. Weirdly, this is the nexus point of all the movies, because the beginning of this movie, they're at the Quick Stuff. You see Dante and Randall. They make the rumor that they're a gay couple, so they make so they put a restraining order against them, so they have to leave. And then they go to Brody at the comic book store and be like, "Oh yeah, they're making a movie about you guys." What? So they go to Ben Affleck. They go to Holden, be like, "What the hell happened?" "Oh yeah, sold the rights to Banky, and he's making a movie about you." "All right, we're gonna go to Hollywood then. Let's go.
Let's go on the road." And then they see George Carlin.
I actually know the internet. There's like a bunch of reviews being like, "Oh, it's gonna be a shit movie." Bluntman and Chronic are terrible. And
rip
whatever.
off Cheek and Chong.
Yeah, and they're like, if they're making fun of Bluntman and Chronic, they're making fun of us.
Yeah.
So let's go and stop this movie from happening.
It's like, also, Jay and Silent Bob, who would even pay that money to see that movie? And then they do the turn to the camera.
They do a lot of that in the movie.
There's a lot of meta jokes.
There's a lot of meta jokes where they go, huh?
My favorite meta joke is the Ben Affleck dead prostitute thing. He goes, "We got a code 6. Another one, Ben, she wasn't dead when I left her. All right?" I'm like, what?
God.
All that stuff, the Guru Hunting 2, how do you like them apples?
It's
applesauce, bitch.
Mark Hamill's in it.
Yep, as the cock smasher.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And he does a lightsaber fight.
Yeah.
Which, it was...
A real lightsaber?
No. You just know it was an excuse for Kevin Smith to have a lightsaber fight.
Have a Star Wars, reference.
Yeah.
Because why not? Because he likes Star Wars.
Will Ferrell is really good in this for some reason. He gives 100.
Yeah, he's alright.
I like him. I love the bit where they're walking out and they're pretending to be a gay couple and he's like, you're raising a fine young boy there, and it's just the orangutan. And then as they leave, he goes, "What an interesting son of a bitch that was them, wasn't it?" And they're like, "Yeah, you fucking."
But he's not a cop, he's an animal control guy.
Yeah, and
which is better.
He has that little patch, he just goes
Yeah.
Why does it turn into a sexy heist movie?
Yeah, that's weird.
Dude, why is it
And about Jay getting a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Why?
Silent Bob having a thing with a monkey.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like he just has a pet orangutan.
And then at the end, they don't stop the movie, right? Because they get the rights.
Yeah.
Or they get money out of it. They get 50%, right?
Holden pays them half of what he got.
Oh, Banky pays them half.
Banky gives them half of what he got.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then they fly around the world kicking the shit out of the people who make fun of them.
Okay, that's a good joke.
I do like that.
I do like that joke.
And then he just, "Do you go by the username?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then they just punch and beat up a kid.
That is a good joke.
And there's one bit where it's a priest and they're just beating him up, and like the sisters and like kids are watching, and they're just beating up this priest.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to stuff that I don't like. I guess we both
don't
like.
Can you say the whole movie?
Huh?
You're probably going to say the whole movie.
What do you mean?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate the whole movie. I like the beginning, and I guess I like the end. Everything in the middle, I just don't. I don't like.
The beginning's great, Jay and Silent Bob.
Yes, all the View Askewniverse.
I think it's just when they go on the road, it starts going.
Again, the road trip formula. Them go like, we gotta get to bloody
Hollywood, baby.
Hollywood. We gotta get to New York to Hollywood. Let's go, baby.
Go to New Jersey.
Let's go to New Jersey to Hollywood.
Hollywood, kid.
Most of the jokes go on for way too long. Like way too long. It's like a Family Guy. It's like a Family Guy skit where it just goes on for like 5 minutes, and you're like, just stop, please.
They're one of the cutaways.
It wasn't funny the first 5 seconds. It's not gonna be funny the next 5 minutes.
But we do get the great son. Fuck, motherfuck.
Again, the song you sing on a daily basis.
It's a good song. $50, little man. Place that shit in my hand. Dude, why are you hanging out with them? They're funny.
Oh, man.
The time sucked.
Yeah, Randall was good in it.
I love that bit. He's
Has,
like,
he,
you talk
has, he
shit
been
about...
in, has he been in anything else? I'm gonna look.
He's probably been in like...
Jeff Anderson. Let me see.
Wow, what a great name.
Clerks, Dog... He was in Dogma? Oh, he was a gun salesman in Dogma. Okay.
Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to mention, in Dogma, the news reporter who's reporting it is Grant Hicks. That's Dante's brother. Because Dante's is Dante Hicks.
Yeah.
So it must be his brother.
I do like the bit in Chasing Amy where Holden and Alyssa are talking about all the stuff that happened in Clerks. Be like, okay, the chick that fucked the dead guy, the mall, and blah 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 blah. I do like that whole connection thing. That's really nice. Yeah, he hasn't been in much. He's only been in a few things, mostly Clerks stuff.
Okay, but what is the main thing you do not like about Jay and Silent Bob? If you can pin it down to one thing.
Too much Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
I think too much Jay and Silent Bob, and it's not funny, which is a crime.
I think my biggest issue with the whole entire movie is...
the pacing is really bad
is the
as well.
heist stuff.
Yeah, get rid of the heist stuff. It's how long is it? Like, it feels like 2 hours,
It's
right?
an hour and 40.
Feels like 2 hours.
It's an hour and 44.
It's way too long.
It feels
if
like...
this was like, I don't know, like a 20-minute, 30-minute thing, good. Make it so. But not an hour and 40 minutes.
Make it so.
Yeah. I feel like I think my opinion on Jay and Silent Bob is kind of my same opinion I have of Deadpool. Not so much the movie, but Deadpool in the comics, where he's good in bit parts and some solo stuff is really good.
He's good when he's in other people's things,
and he's good in other people's things as well. I guess kind of same with a few MCU characters like Ant-Man. Yeah. I think Ant-Man's better when he's in Civil War and Avengers than he was in his solo stuff.
Yeah.
Same with like Spider-Man as well and a bunch of other guys. And Batman and the DCEU. I feel like he's better with the Justice League and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Is that all you want to say, Clerks? Is there any damning indictment you want to mention?
Nope. I can't think. Do you have anything else of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Why is it called Strike Back?
Because Star Wars.
Yeah, but why? Why can't it just be Jay and Silent Bob the movie?
Because
it feels like because it sounds like a sequel.
Because it's Star Wars.
Because when I was first
funny haha Star Wars.
Because when I was first going through the View Askewniverse, I looked at him and said Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Wasn't that the first one? No, This is the first one. Okay, fair enough.
Well, let's hope. I hope Jay and Silent Bob reboot is good.
It looks better than the first one, and that's as best as I can say.
Okay,
let's move on to the next one. Clerks 2.
Hey-o.
They made a sequel to Clerks, which is amazing. It's weird that this is the only sequel to any of these movies.
I'll just say the budget was for $5 million.
Wow.
Guess what the box office was? I'm gonna hide it from you so you can't see it.
I'm gonna say it wasn't that popular. I'm gonna say around maybe 35 million.
26 million.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it made a lot of money back.
That's pretty good.
It made 21 million, which is all right.
Yeah.
It has an IMDb rating of 7.3. Critics review of 63%. Audience review of 84.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough.
Do you like Clerks 2?
Yeah.
A lot?
Let's get down to the story.
Okay.
So Clerks 2 takes place 10 years after the first one.
Yep.
The Quick Stop is burnt down, and Dante and Randall had to get a new job. They work at the
Movies.
Movies? Yeah, Movies, the fast food place.
Movies is in Dogma.
Yeah, it's in Dogma. It's in Jay and Silent Bob as well.
Yeah.
So it's in those two. They work at there, and Dante is in a relationship with not Caitlin, someone else, right? Someone else, right?
A girl he knew in high school.
Yeah, and now they're back.
Well, yeah, a girl that never liked him in high school, but now likes him.
Yeah, so they're gonna get married, but he also has a thing growing with Rosario Dawson, who's his manager, and that's about it. I do like Clerks 2, not as good as Clerks 1. I feel like I like it more than Jay and Silent Bob, absolutely, and I think I like it more than Dogma, just on an enjoyment factor. What do you say?
I think I might like Clerks 2 slightly more than Clerks 1.
Why?
Because the story.
Fair enough.
Because everyone's...
Because they get a happy ending, that's why.
No, I don't give a shit about happy ending. More happens. More is talked about. Like, more like it's like more important stuff happens to them in Clerks 2 than it does in Clerks 1.
Yeah, that's true.
Randall and Dante owning the
Quick Stop,
rebuying it.
Thanks to Jay and Silent Bob, who
Dante
have a lot
being
of money
married,
now.
for selling dope.
Yeah, they have not for selling dope. They have the movie right money.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They get the money from the movies. Now they're filthy rich. Yep. So they just give that money to them. Be like, yeah, we'll give it to you as long as you let us stay in front of Quick Stop forever.
I think what really sells it for me to make it slightly better is when they're arguing in the jail cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, you sound
What do you mean, yeah?
You went, yeah. You sound depressed.
I prefer the arguments in Clerks 1 than the one in the jail cell in Clerks 2.
Because if in Clerks 2, it's just that they're arguing about getting old and they just want something better for them. And then
pretty much, yeah.
And Randall's like, well, then go do it. You keep blaming me. You keep trying to attach me to it. He says, I'm perfectly fine with whatever. I wanted to be in the quick stop forever. So you can make your own life, but I still want to be your friend. But you just keep... You need to make this decision. I can't help you with it. Don't blame me. And just the idea... It's kind of sad. Like, this whole movie is very depressing.
Oh, it is pretty
But that's why I like it so much. It's just... Even, like, the way it's been filmed. Like, now it's in color. And just, like, the way it's been graded.
They have that big musical number, which is great with...
ABC
by
the
Jackson 5.
That reminds me, I wrote you know how you said the other day you wanted a superhero musical?
That's not a superhero musical.
No, I said, but you know how you said you wanted one?
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying Kevin Smith should do one of them because of that music number.
Or Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Here's what I say about Seth MacFarlane. Make him do a musical because he just wants to make a musical.
He wants to make a fucking musical. That's what
he does it a lot.
Every
in Family
Brian
Guy.
and Stewie episode is a musical.
Does it a lot in Family Guy. He kind of did it in Ted 2. I hate the Ted movies, but he did it in Ted 2 at the very beginning.
Thunder.
Yeah, he did in the beginning of Ted 2 with the opening. Just make him do a musical. He wants to do one, and he can sing really well.
He'd do a really good musical. He was in Sing.
There you go. Yeah. As the mouse or something.
I like the idea of Jay and Silent Bob being clean. Like I said before, I didn't.
Yeah, they're clean in there with God now.
But I didn't realize before when we talked about it that it's because of Dogma.
Yeah.
They're clean because of Dogma, which
Pretty
makes
much.
so much fucking sense.
Yeah,
because they've met God, so they know it's real.
Yeah.
And he's wearing the buddy Christ.
Yeah, and I like the fact that there's so much simple men that they're willing to give. Was it 20,000 or so to?
Yep. 50,000, I think.
50,000 to Dante and Raymond. Like, yeah, you can have the quick stuff. Just let us stay in front of your store because we like hanging out there.
And
I'm like, okay,
and
fair enough.
We have to watch you. You have to watch you two blow each other, and then go ass to mouth.
Okay, scrap that one.
It's just Silent Bob looks like.
Okay, scrap that one.
Fine, scrap that one. Jeez.
I think this is my second favorite Jay and Silent Bob appearance.
Yeah.
Behind Mallrats.
Probably me because of the Goodbye Horses bit.
Yeah.
Where he goes, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me." In the Silence of the Lambs.
That's true.
That whole bit is so weird if you've never seen Silence of the Lamb.
Or that bit in Family Guy, because they do it in Family Guy as well.
But just the bit where and then he's like, "Is this my surprise?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Goodbye, horse."
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, bloody Rosario Dawson. She's great as always. She's great in everything she's been in. Cause as you said, she's been in a lot of stuff.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, Rent. She was in Rent. That's right.
Rent?
Yeah, Rent.
Mr. Dickovich, Rent.
No, the musical Rent.
I've got the cats. What does he say? I know the whole movie. He says,
God.
He goes,
He's trying to quote Spider-Man too.
He goes, "Eyes of a cat, and you're like a rodent." And then she goes, "Hi, Pete." First the thing. Thanks, Mr. Dickovich.
I swear, one of these days you're just gonna say the entire script of Spider-Man 2. I'm just gonna sit here in silence.
I'm totally.
You're gonna do that either in recording or in actual real life. You're just gonna sit there, quote the entirety of Spider-Man 2. And I'm just gonna sit there.
You know the story's not for the faint of heart. God. Sorry. What about Spider-Man 2? There she is, Mary Jane Watson.
Son of a bitch.
I love it. Parker, stop!
Fuck you.
What's the deal, man? Always late. So, I love those movies. Spider-Man 2, I'll put this on record. Spider-Man 2 is the greatest superhero movie of all time. Better than The Dark Knight. Logan, get fucked. It's a great movie. But Logan, get fucked. Fucking Supergirl, the movie. Get out of here. It's good. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the greatest superhero movie of all time. Fight me.
Not Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is the greatest superhero movie of all time.
Oh my god.
What movie you gonna get your pretty little portfolio off my desk before I go into a diabetic coma? Or boss, your wife just called. She lost the checkbook. Thanks for the good news.
Oh Christ.
J. Jonah Jameson, greatest character? Maybe. In movie history? Maybe. Fuck you.
I disagree, but we'll continue.
Let's
continue with Clerks 2.
What did you say? I need to have a copy of Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray in my pocket.
Yeah, you're the kind of guy that will have a copy of Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray in your back pocket. And then someone goes, "We need to watch a movie." Then you bring out and go, "Let's watch this."
No, oh wait, no.
Not that one. I thought you were a big fan.
I hate.
Let's move on to Clerks 2.
Fine, Clerks. Back to Clerks 2.
Yeah. I think what I don't like about Clerks 2, is that they do a lot of the joke. They do a lot of the long jokes from. What are you looking for?
Do you have a piece of paper?
Sorry,
I don't know. This is really. Keep going.
Why do you need a piece of paper?
I need to write something down. Keep going though. Yeah.
I don't think I have one. No,
Well,
I don't. Just type something.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do a lot of the.
Sorry.
They do a lot of the long jokes from Jane Silent Bob, which I'm not a fan of. Cut out the whole horse thing. I don't like the whole horse bestiality thing. Cut that out.
Oh, it's a donkey.
Whatever, I don't care. Cut that whole thing out.
I disagree.
Cut that whole thing out.
It is
I don't care.
funny.
No, it's not.
It is so funny to me.
It's not funny to me.
I love that whole bit.
No, I was more disgusted than
I was laughing.
funny. Than
I
laughed.
had a great time.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I would. Anyway, the whole I'm not gonna say it. The whole porch thing.
Porch thing. What? What do you mean?
The Randall porch.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna finish it.
What do you mean?
The racist thing.
You
don't remember?
I don't remember. Let me
Are you being serious?
Let me look at.
He
What do you mean
called.
the porch thing? What are you talking about?
Do you want me to say it?
Just say
I'm
it.
not gonna say it.
Why won't you say it?
Because it's really it's a racial.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about.
The
now.
porch.
Yeah. Where you talked about the black people. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
that
Why
whole-
would you say it?
It's a racial slur. You shouldn't say it.
I know, but you can still say it.
Fine, porch monkey.
There you go. Yeah.
It is so funny.
God.
And then he's like, "That's not racist. It'd be racist if I said." And they're like, "What? Why would you say it?" He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
That whole bit is great.
The Lord of the Rings argument I didn't like.
Oh my god.
I feel like they were just trying to.
It's so funny.
It is. It's all right, but it's not as good as the Empire Strikes Back one.
I agree.
feel.
I agree. Though there's only one return, and it's of the Jedi. I like Star Wars more than Lord of the Rings. Also, there's a great line, "Hey faggots, they're not gay, they're hobbits."
Let me.
I love that. He goes, "Hey faggot, they're not gay, they're hobbits." I'm like, what?
I'd rather watch Lord of the Rings than Star Wars, but I get what you mean.
I love when he opens the door after that and he goes, "Hey Dante, do we have any cleaning supplies?" I made a nerd vomit talking about Lord of the Rings.
Also, in terms of filmmaking, I respect Lord of the Rings more than Star Wars.
Yeah, I like Star Wars more.
Mm.
Yeah, like I was saying before when we were talking.
Yeah.
Dante is a terrible human being.
Oh yeah.
He flip-flops on 4 women.
That is true for women.
He cheated on his fiancée, he knocked up a girl, and he blamed everyone else. At least Randall is true with himself about being an asshole. At least Randall knows he's a dickhead, and he's like...
Randall should have got with Veronica.
Yeah. Randall deserved it.
I'll just leave that there.
I do like... I love that Buffalo Bill bit. Just the... Would you fuck me?
Yeah, that's pretty... that is funny.
But if you've never seen
Silence
Silence of the Lamb, it's really creepy.
I think it's funny nonetheless.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bit where Ellis... That's a character I'd like to talk about. I like Ellis.
Who's Ellis again?
The Christian 19-year-old.
Oh, the guy that works there.
Yeah,
he's good. I like
the
him.
vagina troll.
Yeah.
Ellis is he's a cool addition.
Yeah. I like him. Yeah.
I like when he said they just announced a Transformer movie, and I went, ooh, sorry about that.
Oh, wait, this was 2005?
6.
Oh, no.
So Michael Bay's Transformers. I was like, ooh.
Hey, the first one's pretty good.
I was like, sorry, kid.
First one's pretty good. The rest are
but
horrible.
it's no.
But it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The rest are horrible.
Ben Affleck cameo is appropriate.
When did he appear?
He shows up after they say something. He goes, "That's disgusting," and he walks away.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't seen this movie in like months, so I barely remember.
A month?
That's the last time I saw this movie,
Yeah.
like eight or so months ago. I don't remember.
I do like the whole bit. Yeah, the donkey thing is funnier than I remember.
Yeah.
I like the donkey bit.
I'm still disgusted by it.
I find it really funny.
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't like about?
I just said what I don't like about it.
Oh, the donkey bit. That's really
the
it?
donkey bit and the jokes as well.
Is that really it?
Let me think.
A lot of the jokes actually made me laugh like out loud.
Let me think.
Clerks. I really like Clerks too.
I prefer Clerks 1.
There's just something about I think the story just in general.
I prefer the story of Clerks 1. I feel like the story of Clerks 1 is more personal and there's more growth. With Clerks 2, I feel like if they never make Clerks 2, I'd be perfectly satisfied.
Yeah.
And Clerks 2 would... I don't want to say an afterthought.
No.
I don't want to say it's an afterthought, but... I don't know, what's another word for it? Because they only made... Kevin Smith only made Clerks 2 as a promise to Jason Mewes. Because he wanted...
Oh, yeah, because they said if he gets clean, he'll...
Yeah, and he got clean, so he made Clerks 2. I don't want to. What's another word? Not afterthought, but I don't know.
I don't know. Appropriation.
I don't know. It's there's a word for it. It's like not. It's not like The Incredibles 2, because Incredibles 2 he actually had a story for that. But
whoa!
Trying to think. Whoa, what?
No, it's a syndrome.
Oh right, Jason Lee. We're back.
Hold on.
What?
I thought something was playing.
What do you mean something was playing?
I thought somebody was playing something. Never mind.
Oh, okay,
I'm just
fair
going
enough.
crazy. Afterthought. I'm trying to. I don't know.
I know, and I think just the shit that Kevin Smith went through from Clerks 1 makes me respect Clerks 1 more than Clerks 2.
Fair enough.
Because Clerks 2 obviously has a bigger budget, and he had more time, whilst Clerks 1, he had ultimately no budget.
Well, that's kind of like, it's like Sam Raimi. Like, the amount of shit that Sam Raimi did for the first Evil Dead and got it made is really impressive, but I still think Evil Dead 2 is a better movie.
Fair enough.
I like it more. Evil Dead, possibly my all-time favorite movie. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, starring Bruce Campbell.
Fair enough.
Big Chin Campbell.
God tier Bruce Campbell.
God tier Bruce Campbell. Side.
Oh God. We will do a Sky High video.
Yes, we will.
We'll talk about.
I love that.
Non-comic book superhero movies, including Sky High.
Hell yeah, Sky High's great.
Yeah, I've noted it down. Anything else about Clerks 2? I really like it a lot. It's probably my.
We'll rank them.
We'll rank them all after.
This is the last thing I wrote about Clerks 2. Between us, who's Jay and who's Silent Bob?
You're Jay. I'm Silent Bob.
Fuck. Okay.
What do you mean?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you're definitely Jay. I'm Silent Bob.
Why am I? Actually, I'm alright with being Jay.
You talk shit all the time and you make references to everything. I just stand next to you and not speak.
Who gets laid though? Between Jay and Silent Bob.
Don't both of them get laid?
Mostly Jay as a kid.
That is true.
That's proof.
Yeah.
I love Jay.
I feel like Bob has gotten more ass than Jay. Is that just me? Is that just me?
You're probably right, but he just doesn't speak about it.
Yeah, I feel like he has. Oh, well, that's.
All right, I'll put this as well. What do you think is the best time? What do you think is the best out of all these movies where Silent Bob talks?
Let me think.
I already know my answer.
What did he say in Dogma? He didn't say. I don't remember what he said in Dogma.
He chucked the two angels out of the train and he went, "No ticket."
Oh, okay.
That's all he said.
That's the worst one.
My favorite one is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. The car where he just loses.
I'd say that's the funniest, but it's not the best in my eyes.
No. The best one is probably
I really like
Clerks 2, where he loses his shit at Jay and he's like, "You're a fucking idiot." I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah, true.
He gets really aggressive.
I think my favorite is just it's either Clerks or Chasing Amy. Yeah.
You like him being the wisdom.
The wisdom one, yeah, I like that instead of just the asshole that yells at them.
Well, I just like it because it's like 20 years of friendship.
Because he's the calm one.
Well, actually, it's not even 20 years. It's like 30 years because they've known each other since they were babies.
He's the calm and cool one.
I just like that bit where he just like in Clerks 2 where he just gets angry. I think that's. Let's rank them now.
Do you want to briefly talk about? Do you want to rank it now? Do you want to briefly talk about Jay and Silent Bob reboot / Clerks 3, or do you want to do that after ranking?
Let's do that after.
Okay, so do you want to rank first, or do you want me to rank first?
It's up to you. You rank first.
Fine, I'll rank first. I think the very bottom is definitely Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back for me. That is definitely the worst one. I just don't like it. It's not funny. I do not want to watch that movie ever again. I don't even hate it. It's just nothing to me. And then next one up is Dogma. Again, I like it. It's fine. I don't think it's that funny. The religious stuff I really like, and I like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. But everything else is just fine. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
My
dad says it all the time.
And then the guy that doesn't like Back to the Future 1 and 3 despite not seeing it, and doesn't like Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell that story briefly?
I'll tell it later.
Okay. And then the next one up is Clerks 2. Again, I think the other ones I like, the other three I like more than Clerks 2 because they're more dramatic. I think Clerks 2 is definitely the most, actually not more odds, it's the second most entertaining out of them all. And I love the musical bit. Yeah. The personal stuff with Randall and Dante is really good in Clerks 2. I love the progression. Rosario Dawson is great as always, and second best Jay and Silent Bob appearance. Next one up is Chasing Amy. Definitely the most dramatic one, and the one actually Clerks is the one I respect the most. I don't know what to say about Chasing Amy. I just think Chasing Amy is really good. It's a really good LGBT movie, a really relevant LGBT movie to this day, funny or not.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of another good one aside from, I guess, Love, Simon.
I know some other ones.
Yeah.
Blue is the warmest color, but that's like 3 hours.
Yeah, fair enough. And yeah, Ben Affleck is great in that movie. And yeah, it's just a really good romantic drama movie. And then next one up is Mallrats, a really funny movie. I don't get why a lot of people don't like it.
Neither do I.
It's Jason Lee is the best as Brody. I think I agree with you that Brody's probably the best character out of everyone in this whole universe.
I prefer him. I like over Jay and Silent Bob.
It's like
because Jay and Silent Bob are like I'd consider them like one character.
Yeah,
it's like together.
It's like Brody then Randall for me. Like those are the top two for me. And yeah, I love all the antics they have. It's the best Jay and Silent Bob appearance.
Yep.
That they're in. It's just it's just a really great funny movie that you should definitely watch, even just like on your own. That's weird.
Yeah.
Like it's a really quick, simple hour and a half movie. And then my number one for me is definitely Clerks 1. I feel like it's his first one, and he grinded through his teeth to make that movie because it was his passion project, and just like all like the writing is so good. I love the black and white visual style. It's just a really simple story, and it's a really relatable one too because I guess I'm a clerk by default. I mean, I'm a clerk / bartender, but that's neither here nor there. But I get what they feel like when they're they have to deal with shitty customers. And what are you doing?
The dancing Clerks 1.
God.
Remember when he takes off his jacket, he slings it over the side.
He's dancing, everybody, just so you don't know. But yeah, I love. But yeah, it's just really relatable. Dante's a huge dick, but he gets. But he's learned his lesson, but he has to live with it. I respect that. And Randall's really great as well.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I have to rate them as well. So for Jay and Silent Bob, I give it, I guess, a 3 out of 10.
Okay.
I guess. And then Dogma, I'd say 6 out of 10. Clerks 2, 7 out of 10. Chasing Amy, 8 out of 10. Mallrats, 9 out of 10. And then Clerks, 10 out of 10.
Alrighty.
I hate numerical ratings, but I guess I have to do it.
No, you don't have to do it.
But I did it anyway.
Okay. So
for you?
For me, bottom, number, that's 5?
Number 6. 6.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll say that. Number 5 would it be then?
5, yeah.
Number 5 is I'm just trying to.
From the way I'm listening to you, I think it might be Chasing Amy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5 would be Chasing Amy. And as much as I like it a lot.
You're welcome.
It's such a good. Thank you. Fuck off. It's such a good movie, but I like it a lot. But there are other ones that I like more. Number 4 would be Dogma.
Yeah.
I just really like Dogma. Number 3 would be Clerks 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2 would be Clerks 1, and then 1 would be Mallrats.
Yeah.
Mallrats, I give a solid. I want to give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Give it an 8 out of 10. An 8.5.
8 out of 10.
8.5.
I give Clerks 10, so you do whatever you want.
Because there's only certain movies that get 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh, this is... Yeah.
That's like Whiplash, Blade Runner.
If a movie's made
Police Story.
If a movie's made it on my favorite shelf, it's definitely 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, same.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right,
I won't rate them. I'll just say the first.
Do you want to rate them? Oh,
no.
You bastard.
Yeah, I never said you had to.
Oh, God. Okay.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Wow.
Come see, come saw.
Good. Okay, do you want to briefly talk about Jay and Silent Bob the reboot and Clerks 3?
Yeah.
So Jay and Silent Bob the reboot is the latest View Askewniverse movie. It's back in the map, I guess. It's back on the map. And
it's another road trip movie.
Great. What's it about again?
Something,
I really don't remember what it's about.
Something about
a reboot.
Jay's kid. That's let me read the...
Played by Harley Quinn Smith,
yep.
Kevin Smith's daughter.
Jay and Silent Bob embark on a cross-country mission to stop Hollywood from filming a... Oh, God. It strikes back again. They're stopping them from rebooting...
But better, I hope.
Bluntman and Chronic.
Played by Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer's Bluntman
and Melissa Benoist.
Is Melissa Benoist's Chronic.
Yeah.
It has a 7.1 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait, 70 what?
Whoa!
Wait, what?
Critics review is 71%. Audience review is 94%.
Oh, that's
so
good.
that makes it almost as high. That makes it higher than
Clerks.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's true. I like it.
Look if it comes out in Australia.
Robert Ebert, 1.5 out of 7. Robert Ebert's dead. So who's ever still reviewing that?
Yeah, look up if it's in Australia or not.
I don't think it is.
Or can we get it in Australia?
I don't know. I don't think you can. Australia.
Or like on DVD, I mean, or something like that.
No, it's not going to be out for a while.
Great. Fantastic.
It came out last month in the States.
Man.
Yeah, that really fucking sucks.
We'll see if we can find it online or buy it online.
I just want to watch it.
Yeah, me too. It does look pretty funny. Well, it looks way funnier than Strikes Back, which I'm good for.
Yeah. People are saying it's okay.
Goody.
Some people are saying it's good, some people are saying it's bad.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a Mallrats thing again, I imagine.
Fair enough.
Okay.
We'll either hate it or love it.
Yep.
That's the only way we work in this society. We either hate something or we love something.
Hallelujah.
We can't just like it.
You can't just like Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Yeah, we have to love it or hate it. I think it's just fine.
Clerks 3.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Clerks 3.
Mostly because he said he's basing it around him having a heart attack.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I love how the Clerks movies are getting more and more dramatic.
Yeah. So I wonder if that's I wonder if that's because like what's he gonna write about? Like, is it gonna be Dante having a heart attack?
I think Randall having a heart attack.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because now Dante would be married with Rosario Dawson, and they have a kid.
Yep.
And Randall, it'll be more focused on Randall, which I'm liking.
Oh,
because I think Dante's story would be done by that point.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Randall is having a heart attack.
There you go. See.
I just read it. This is it. It's Randall has a heart attack and decides that he came so close to death and that his life meant nothing. There's nobody to mortalize him.
Yeah.
He has no family, unlike that of and in the recovery while. So yeah, he just has a midlife crisis.
Oh, nice. Well,
while working in the video store.
How old is he? I'm gonna look.
Oh. Okay.
What?
So he feels like his life.
Shit, he's 50.
Yeah. So
Holy shit.
So he feels like his life is going nowhere after like having a heart attack and he's freaking out. So him and Dante decided to make a movie.
Ah, nice.
But at Kevin Smith says so Dante.
Clerk style.
Yeah, that's what it says. So Dante and Randall make Clerks.
They make Clerks.
That's
good.
the story.
That's good.
Also, Kevin Smith said it's in black and white.
Nice.
Clerks.
Yes.
Kevin Smith said, I'm going
Bring back the black and white.
This is it. I'm going to bring my boys right back where they brought me. I'm writing it. It writes itself because I fucking lived it 25 years ago.
Man.
I just want warm fucking one. It's just warm and fucking wonderful. They're just figuring out the same way I figured out, but I have the benefit of being able to cherry pick all my favorite stories and moments from making Clerk and putting them right back. Oh, so it's like a,
Christ.
it's like a loose order, like a biography about him making Clerks.
That is
like
so,
how much issues.
That is so cool. That's the second movie where after reading the actual synopsis makes me want to watch the movie.
What was the first one?
Soul.
Huh?
Soul. Pixar.
Oh, Soul.
The new Pixar movie.
So he said Soul.
Because when we saw the trailer for Soul,
yeah, he dies.
Well, when we saw the trailer for Soul, we didn't know what was going. We
Yeah.
think, okay, it's like a weird plane of existence or whatever.
He just dies.
But then when we read the plot, it's just, oh no, he dies and he's gonna be reincarnated, which sounds really good.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
Because Pixar can almost do no wrong.
Almost.
They have some hits or misses.
Good Dinosaur.
Ugh.
Cars 2.
Cars 3.
Planes. That wasn't it. Was it? Was Planes them?
No, that's Disney. It's rip off Pixar.
Brave's pretty good. I like Brave.
Brave's alright.
I think that's it.
That's it?
We're done.
Alright, cool. Do you want to make a promise for next week again, or just go whatever we want?
Should we have a Christmas hiatus when it happens, or what?
I don't mind.
I mean, no, we're not even doing anything.
Well, we're gonna do it.
Actually, we can record. Actually, no.
Why
don't record more? Because there's because we have a month.
And you can release it as well.
Because don't we have a month?
That is true. We do it. We have a month and a half.
A month and a half. I have to move, but
Notice.
that's fine. That will take a week to move.
Sweet. Okay.
So yeah, we can do some other ones. I don't know what to do for next week.
Well, before Rise of Skywalker, we're going to talk about all the Star Wars movies because I guess I'm watching them all with my dad. Might as well, because I just started, and so I'm up to Revenge of the Sith. Exciting.
I can't. Oh God, Revenge of the Sith. It's great. I can't think of
the good one.
Yeah,
it's just the good one.
I can't think of what to do next week.
Let me bring up the notes of stuff that we have.
Right.
I think there was one that is really interesting that I think we kind of committed to.
What was it? The time travel one?
No, it was. It's either our favorite directors, or non comic book superhero movies. Which one would you rather do?
Let me think. Let's do.
I feel like our favorite director would be, not Quick, but we have a fair few movies to talk about with them.
Yeah.
With both of them. But non-superheroes, non-comic book superhero movies, there's quite a lot to go through. Quite a lot of good and bad.
I to be honest, I'd rather. Yeah, okay. Let's do non-comic book movies.
Yeah, all right.
Because we can just rank them. Yeah.
Sweet. So we're gonna. I guess we can watch a few and remember the rest.
Yeah.
Vaguely remember the rest.
We'll wing it.
We'll watch a few different ones just to be contrary.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch superhero films that are not based on comics. So these are movies like Darkman, Sky High,
The Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer.
That was later turned. It might have been a comic book.
The Incredibles.
Flash Gordon doesn't count then.
Yeah.
Because that was a comic book.
So yeah, we'll just get a few of those.
Did you say Blank Man?
Blank Man.
You've never heard of Blank Man?
Never heard of Blank
Look
Man.
up Blank Man.
Blank Man.
Blank Man's it's a something.
Blank Man. Let me look.
It's a interesting.
Oh god, this looks terrible.
No, it's not. Shut up.
It look 13% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Shut up.
Holy shit.
Shut up. Let's watch the trailer. Can we get sued if we watch the trailer? I hope so. Dude, imagine getting sued.
Put the volume down.
Dude,
At a
imagine.
decent level.
Dude, imagine getting sued.
Over a trailer.
Yeah.
Well, plenty of podcasts have done that, so.
Over Blank Man. Imagine getting sued for Blank Man.
Wow. Okay. Let me watch the trailer.
All right. Hold on. Let's. How?
With crime. When hope is gone and help is out of reach.
This is so.
When was this made?
Hey, get off the car, you bum.
94. Brilliant. Oh, he's a nerd. It's Electro.
It's
Oh, God.
It's one of the Wayne brothers.
Christ, this looks horrible.
It's the older one. It's not a bad movie. How dare you?
This looks like shit.
No crime fighter.
You disrespect the art, Blank Man.
Wanna try it again, pal? Why don't you shoot him in the head? Yeah, shoot him in the head.
That's a really. Yeah.
Save yourself. There's no point in us all dying.
I'll never forget you, my love.
And no crusader has inspired so many.
It's a big world.
Midget Man. Can we get a petition to?
What is this?
Can we get a petition to make Midget Man a real movie?
Oh god, let's not. He has a poster of Bruce Lee.
Every character has a poster of Bruce Lee for some reason.
Stand back.
Even Bruce Lee. God, this looks horrible. It looks like that superhero parody movie? Superhero movie?
Oh my gosh, we can count that.
With Drake Bell?
We can count that count.
Oh
As a
god.
non-super, I love that movie. I love that movie.
I'm not watching it again.
But what do you mean? Look at this.
This and superhero movie. I ain't watching those. I'm watching good ones. You can watch the bad ones.
I'm watching superhero movie.
You can watch the bad ones. I'm watching good ones.
In all honesty, I actually love superhero movies.
No,
It's a
bad.
pretty good costume.
bad.
It's a good costume.
Like Dragonfly, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not Dragonfly, just the Dragonfly.
Whatever, Dragonfly,
Dude,
man.
if you have to put and introduce
He's Butterfly, man.
Dude, if you have to introduce a robot as one of your cast members, you know it's not a good movie. Oh, Ed 209, it's going down the stairs, boys.
Blank man.
This looks horrible.
They call me Susan.
I warned you, Susan.
Ugh. That looks like complete dog shit. I'm not gonna lie.
How coming to save your butts! Exclamation mark.
Okay.
I don't see
Let's finish this.
your inappropriateness. How dare you? It's a great movie.
I haven't seen it, but it looks terrible. Just from the trailer.
Well, I warned you, Susan.
Box office for $7 million
Okay.
and 13% of Rotten Tomatoes.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
no good luck. No good luck.
Let's wrap this up then.
All right, let's go. Thanks for listening again.
If anybody listens.
If anybody listens to this, which I doubt it.
Oh, don't be a medicine to say. Okay, so I'm just looking up other movies now.
Don't be a menace to society, man.
All right, cool. That's it, I guess. Yeah.
That's it. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Watching.
Fuck. So long, everyone.
I'm gonna leave it at that then.
Thanks.
Bye. Ah.